Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, I'm here again, similar spot, but this time you can see Baku's airport in the background. Beautiful. Headphones are on. I'm actually listening to Pep Guardiola's interview with Guillem Balaguer. Wow, it's absolutely amazing. It's such a brilliant insight into the man. I think if anybody hasn't listened to it yet, then I recommend that you actually do, because it's really wonderful. It's a real mix between Turkish style of food in this region, and it's lovely. So if you've never been to Baku, I would suggest come and check it out. I am actually meeting up with the Azerbaijan Man City Supporters Club, which is fantastic. I'm going to hopefully get one of them to take me into Baku and show me all the sights, rather than do it on my own. If you've got somebody with local knowledge, then I may as well try and utilise that. So anyway, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. I'm going to get back to my hotel now before I get run over, and I'll speak to you later about the transfer stuff. Hi guys, so back to the hotel, in the lift, and sorry, I keep looking at the wrong way, but if I just have a whiz around, you can see I'm up in my lift, going to my room, and in the background there's a fantastic pool down there. Okay, so this is onto my room. This is it. I mean, it's a lovely hotel, very, very nice. But anyway guys, I'll do the video shortly when I get back to my room. So I'll be race across the road so that I didn't get hit. And yeah, here is my room. Or is it? Or shall I carry on, or shall I stop? Shall I go backwards, or shall I go forwards? Is it this room? Is it that room? Who knows? Back again. I went out before, and I just showing you around a little bit around Baku at the airport. But the good news is I'm going to meet up with a couple of Manchester City Azerbaijan Supporter Club supporters, and one of them is going to take me out on Saturday night, I think, around Baku. I can interview him and his fiancée, who are big Man City fans. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Orkan and his fiancée. So anyway, on to tonight. Well, just a very quick video, because it's nearly 25 to 11 here. I've been busy with some work. But yeah, I mean, news today is that Kevin De Bruyne has come out and basically slagged off the pitch at Wembley, which is no surprise, because here at Man City Fan TV, Ray certainly has been going on about it for so long. It's become boring now, because we all know it's an absolute joke. I mean, Tottenham Hotspur, I don't care what the fans are, this is not sort of a City versus Spurs rivalry, it's just fact. It's absolutely pathetic, and I'm sure that many Spurs fans feel the same, especially when being charged for their new stadium and still being at Wembley. And then as we hear that, I think it's the Panthers versus some other American football team, I mean, garbage game anyway. So yeah, that's going to be played the day before, and De Bruyne has already come out and said, we've seen it before, the pitch is an absolute mess afterwards, and we, as the reigning champions of the Premier League, Tottenham, supposedly a really big club that are pushing for the Champions League and doing well and trying to get where we are, then still having this absolute nonsense whereby we end up as City fans having to travel all the way to Wembley, and City players end up playing on this pathetic pitch, which has been completely cut up by, you know, 40 stone you know, I mean, it's just nonsense. Whatever you think of American football, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who like it. For me, it's just 10 seconds of my life every minute that I'll never get back. Yeah, so De Bruyne is not happy. I'm not sure Pep is. I'm not sure how the Premier League go about this and just are quite happy for this to go ahead. I mean, I just think it's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. We said it at the beginning of the season. Tottenham, if they couldn't fulfil their obligation to their new stadium, then they should have forfeited games, points, a fine, whatever it may be, because it's one game you can understand. It's how many now? It's ridiculous. I mean, if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be absolutely embarrassed of the absolute nonsense that Levy and the owner of Tottenham Hotspur have come out with. I mean, it's pathetic. So yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is absolutely spot on. It's just ridiculous. Moving on. Next bit of news I read about earlier when I got back this afternoon was Sandro. It seems that Man City scouts were at the game against United last night, and that last night or the night before. I mean, I can't remember. I'm not that bothered. But whatever that pathetic result was, I mean, I think it was it 1-0. Dominated by Juventus, I believe. I've not seen it. I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, it's becoming the norm now, isn't it? At United. But apparently, City scouts were there not to look at the show pony or even the £600,000 a week money grabber, which is Alexis Sanchez, who just can't produce the goods anyway. They were there to look at Alexandro, the left back, 27 years of age, and rumours are he's got a contract until 2020, and potentially City might be looking in January to put in a cheeky bit of a roundabout. He's got, whether it's a release clause or the figure that they would be happy to receive is around 50 million. You might think that's a lot of money in this day and age. It's nothing, it's peanuts. It's a Luke Shaw, so 50 million for a world-class left-back. A little bit of cover for Benjamin Mendy. I think we were after him 18 months ago. Didn't happen for whatever reason, but I think now, I think it's sensible. It'd be good. I mean, we only have to look at the dynamic of the team now. We have got the best squad, I would argue, in world football. And I know some will laugh and say, no, that's ridiculous, but I can't think of a better squad of players right now in world football. Forget even Real Madrid, even Barcelona. I think we've got such a wonderful, in-depth squad that yeah, we can rotate, and I think that's only going to be beneficial. And I think the difference this season is we're seeing that. The players like Sane and Aguero getting a rest the other night, where last season they were playing. Now they're getting a week's rest before games. We've had Kevin De Bruyne, we've had Walker, we've had the others, we've had Bernardo Silva on the bench, and yeah, it's only bodes well. So the more that we get an in-depth squad, the more opportunities there are to rest people, which means that where we've always looked before at, well, the Premier League is the priority, and for me, absolutely it is. The Champions League this season, we can have a real good go at, and we can have a good go at the other cup competitions. Why not? You know, we've got such a brilliant squad. That's without the likes of Foden and Diaz and bringing in one or two of the kids and playing Muric and the like. So yeah, I think it's a sensible move if we do go in for Sandro. He's proven, I think he's played 126 games for Juventus, vastly experienced, and 50 million in this day and age is peanuts. It's absolutely nothing, and I don't think he'll command a massive fee. So I think 100 to 150,000, possibly with a 50 million fee to Juventus, I think that'd be perfectly satisfactory for him and his agent. So it only makes sense, Blues. We need a little bit of cover there. We're not sure what's happening with Delph. We're still not sure what's happening with Zinchenko. Anyway, let's see, guys. It's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Just bringing, there's not much news around, I'll be honest. Somebody mentioned on Twitter, I did ask, and somebody said about how is Phil Foden going to transition into the Man City team. I think he already is. I think it was Blue Ranger, I'm not sure, or Mike, or I think he already is. I think we have to be realistic in respect of the fact that Phil Foden's only 18. He's only a young kid. And people would say, Jadon Sancho, you know, I'm fed up of hearing Jadon Sancho. He scored last night, wonderful, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. It was a great result for Dortmund against Atletico. I think it was 4-0. And he scored a tap-in from 3-4 yards after being on for, what, 18 minutes, 17 minutes. And that's wonderful. I mean, I'm, you know, pleased for the kid as a kid. But, you know, we're talking about Dortmund here. We're not talking about Manchester City in the Premier League. Would Jadon Sancho be playing for Man City right now? No, he wouldn't be. Absolutely. He'd be nowhere near the squad. So we're asking the same question again as we are in the debate about Phil Foden. Whose position is he going to take? Now, for all the people that keep going on Twitter about Jadon Sancho this and how Cheeky was wrong and how Pep was wrong, and well, alright then, I'll give you the option. Jadon Sancho or Leroy Sané. Take your pick. Because one of them's going to have to play. Or, I'll give you another one. Jadon Sancho or Raheem Sterling. Take your pick. I'll give you another one. Jadon Sancho or Bernardo Silva. Take your pick. Tell you what, I'll give you another one. Jadon Sancho or Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, Gabriel Jesus, Sergio Aguero. Come on, guys. This is a kid who's gone to Dortmund, and big bollocks to him for going there. But this isn't the Premier League. This is nowhere near the Premier League. It just isn't. And Dortmund are not Manchester City right now. I understand they've got some wonderful players at Dortmund, and don't get me wrong, they have got a good team, a very good team. But to think that Jadon Sancho would suddenly, you know, morph into a first team, first 11 player in the Manchester City team is just, it's pathetic, it's ridiculous. He just wouldn't be in the starting lineup for Man City. So, yeah, so the Jadon Sancho thing is I'm really pleased for the kid. Right? That's one thing. But, you know, let's not get into using Sancho as a debate to say, well, Phil Foden should be in the Man City team because Jadon Sancho at the same age has scored 3 goals this season and has played twice the minutes and he's made 5 assists. And irrelevant, completely irrelevant. Phil Foden is under the best manager in world football, Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola honestly thought that he was better than any of those players I mentioned before, he'd be playing. That simple. He's in his development path, and I would rather trust Pep Guardiola to manage his career like he did with Messi, Busquets, Pedro, all of those other players that he brought through the Barcelona academy, and look where what those players have gone on to do. So to at this stage of Phil Foden's career, use Jadon Sancho as some sort of like comparison is absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't get it at all. Yeah, I just. Phil Foden will get his chance this season. He's already, now we've seen this season, he's playing more and more games than he did last season. We're only sort of 9-10 games into the Premier League. So by the end of the season, he'll have amassed significantly more minutes, more experience, and under Pep, he's going in the right path. His parents clearly think so because they want him to stay at Man City. His contract will be signed. There's no problems with that whatsoever. It'll be done. It's not about money, it's about the love of the club, and Pep and Phil's parents seem to completely understand that, as does his agent, as does Phil Foden himself. So Phil Foden will go on to have a wonderful career at Man City. There's no doubt about it. So I think we all just need to just relax over Phil Foden. He'll play when Pep decides he's ready to play. But this whole Sancho Foden debate is garbage, absolute garbage. Have your comments below the video, guys. I mean, if you think I'm talking nonsense, fine, tell me so. I'm not bothered. I mean, it's all about opinions. We've all got our own opinions. I just think the whole thing is ridiculous to compare. Trying to make out that, you know, Foden should be playing because Jadon Sancho is at 18, is playing a few games for Dortmund. But give us your comments below, guys. Yeah, still here in Baku. Like I said, I have. Looks like I'm gonna be going out with one of the Man City Azerbaijan supporter club's members and his girlfriend into Baku Centre on Saturday night. So I can't wait for that. So somebody local who can show me around. So I'm really looking forward to it. I have said, look, I'll take you for dinner and for drinks and whatever else. It's on me. If you show me around and show me where all the best places are. So I will take the camera with me. I will do some filming. Fingers crossed if all goes ahead for Saturday night. If not, anyway, guys, I'll be doing some more videos tomorrow. And anyway, don't forget, a massive thank you. We hit the 4K subscribers this afternoon, which is just brilliant. I mean, it's couldn't have imagined 6 months ago that we'd get 1,000 subscribers. Never mind 4,000. We wanted to do it before the derby. We've got there already. That's thanks to you and everybody who keeps commenting on the videos below and on Twitter as well. So a massive thank you from me and Ray. Ray's on his way back. He should be, I would imagine, at this time of night. I think it's nearly 10 to 11 here. I think Ray will be almost home in Manchester, so you may see Ray in the next couple of days. And we've got a preview, hopefully, with Spurs fan channel before the game on Monday. Anyway, guys, don't forget, keep subscribing. All I'll say now is 5K. Let's hit the 5K mark. If we can do that, what target should we set? The end of the year, that'd be some pushing it a little bit, but if we could get 5K subscribers before the end of 2018, we've been made up. And don't forget, in the previous video, the David White charity gig, 9th of November, I'm not going to stop pushing it. Everybody, there are still tickets available. Contact us or contact David White and Mark McCarthy on Twitter. Get your tickets, £99 for 6 people. Includes 6 free drinks and free entry into the 235 casino in Manchester. I think it's Watson Street. Anyway, guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV, and we'll see you soon.